You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Road Rants for Black and White Sports. Well, I don't know that there is any more of a gutless, spineless, testicleless commissioner in all of sports than Adam Silver. But he has doubled, or maybe it's tripled down, on the fact that he absolutely is going to allow his players, some of his no-good rotten players like LeChina James, LeBron James, LeWoke James, to run his league into the ground. He is coming out, talking out of both sides of his ass, and saying, oh, we want to appeal to all sides, but at the same time, he decides to take a blatant shot at one side's, well, a pundit that a lot of one side listens to. So, no, he doesn't want to appeal to both sides. I guess he just wants to appeal to leftists. I don't know. NBA commissioner mocks Laura Ingraham while seeking balance. Do you think mocking Laura Ingraham is seeking balance? For political messaging, I won't tell players to shut up and dribble. Of course you won't, because you're a spineless coward. The NBA has been criticized for allowing its players to speak out against social injustices while becoming more politically active. LeBron James and other stars have been vocal about social injustice since Trayvon Martin was killed in 2012, and their messages were amplified after George Floyd was killed last summer. NBA Commissioner Adam Silver joined Craig Carton on WFAN and expressed that he understands the league has fans on both sides of the political spectrum. Are you sure about that, Adam Silver? Because it seems like you are completely clueless. But it won't force him to try to silence their players. Well, don't silence them now, man. We just won't ever come back. Quote, our goal is to obviously not lose fans over political positions players are taking. Silver said, I recognize that there's a portion of our fan base that is upset when players take positions. Now, at the same time, I'm certainly not going to the sort of shut up and dribble notion. Quote, shut up and dribble was a phrase popularized by Fox News host Laura Ingraham in 2018, who ranted against LeBron James and other high-paid NBA players having an opinion on political or social conversations. Quote, I think we have to present ourselves in a way where hopefully, if players are doing their jobs on the floor, that even if people disagree with them, they respect them for being engaged in society and for having a point of view, Silver told Carton. And that players conversely respect fans who may disagree with them. Michael Jordan chose to remain politically neutral decades ago, but current NBA stars are more apt to take a position, despite it bearing no impact on what happens during 48 minutes of basketball on the court. Many conservative NBA critics routinely use the players' social efforts against them. People at the end of the day are paying a lot of money to watch basketball played at the highest level, the commissioner acknowledged. So we got to find a right balance there in those issues. Well, that's certainly not a start. Well, number one, Adam Silver, nobody is laying off your players as long as you allow players like LeBron James to continue to do not only irresponsible, but dangerous things. Because the fact is, your star player, your biggest player in the league, has said some wildly dangerous things, including about the police. All right? And while he doesn't have influence on anybody with half a brain, there are nitwits that are dangerous out there that when LeBron James doxes out cops that just saved the life of a young black woman, and we sat back and watched the commissioner of his league do nothing about it, yeah, you're not going to win any fans back that way, Adam Silver. You're a gutless wonder, for crying out loud. And on top of that, you want to find a balance, but you take a shot at Laura Ingraham? Really? That doesn't make a lot of sense now, does it? Or maybe it's just the fact that you realize you just don't have any guts, and in turn, look, the players supposedly have to do what you say. And look, David Stern, I guarantee you he would have told some of these players, shut up and dribble, if they were going to damage that Jerry West logo He absolutely would have if it was going to damage the NBA's bottom line. It's ridiculous. You are spineless. You are spineless. The NBA will never recover until LeBron James retires and Adam Silver is fired by the owners of teams, not governors. Good grief. Until you tell some of these players, look, you can't make statements in our locker rooms and at our press conferences. I understand you tried to pull the league away from social justice on the court, but at the end of the day, you still wrote a Marxist organization all over your court for one full season, and you let your players boycott games or pseudo-boycott games, fake boycott games, over criminals. Yeah, law and order citizens are not coming back to your game after you've done that kind of thing during an entire NBA season. You had 2 games that had pretty decent ratings this year. 2. How many games did you play? And both of those games were during the playoffs. One was a play-in game. One was, I don't know, Game 6 or Game 5 or something of the finals. And even compared to 2019, those ratings still sucked. You can do what you want to, Adam Silver, but there's a lot of people not coming back to your league until you stand up to these players. Well, we're not going to tell them to do that. Okay, we'll continue to lose money, continue to lose ratings. By all means, keep taking shots at conservatives. You take a shot at Laura Ingraham, you take a shot at conservatives, you do. All right, you devalue one side of the political aisle. We don't have to spend money on your product. We do not. Hold your players accountable when they use your facilities, when they use your microphones to make political statements, including against the President of the United States at the time. That is the most worthless commissioner in all of sports. Black and white sports fans, hit subscribe. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.